Never ever, and I repeat, never share any personal details about you to any coworker.
You are at that job to collect a check and to build potential relationships for your career moving forward. You are not there to make friends. You might find you a good homegirl that you could sit and have lunch with. You might find you somebody cool. They might be cool enough to hit the bars up with. You know, nobody at the job is cool enough to know your personal business.
Be careful who you trust in the workplace, because a lot of them are not rooting for you. Okay, they're going to act like they're your friend. They come talk to you every day. They're always asking how you're doing, what you're doing. But sometimes it's just to get the information out of you that they can use against you. Okay, because
your coworkers are not your friends. Maybe one or two are real. But what about the rest? They would sell you out faster than they clock in. You think they care about you? No, they care about themselves and their image and make it out of this mess with their hands clean.
Your coworkers are not your friends. I have learned this lesson many times in my days. I don't care how cool they seem at the beginning. I don't care how inviting they are. I don't care how much of the business, their business, that they choose to tell you. You don't do the same.
Your coworkers are not your friends.
Guys, your coworkers are not your friends. Unless they work in a completely different department, they are not your friends.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about coworkers are not to be trusted. Okay, can you trust your coworkers? That's the video for today. By the end of this video, you'll figure out if your coworkers are to be trusted or not to be trusted. Okay, let's get into it. Let's watch and discuss right after.
who you trust in the workplace, because a lot of them are not rooting for you. Okay, they're going to act like they're your friend. They come talk to you every day. They're always asking how you're doing, what you're doing. But sometimes it's just to get the information out of you that they can use against you. Okay, because you're going to find out the kind of person they are as you get promotions, and you can tell they're not happy for you. They're bitter. They're always just trying to throw you under the bus behind your back. I mean, you're going to realize down the line what kind of people that they actually are, and they're not your friends. And I'm not saying that you can't ever find friends in the workplace. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just be very careful who you trust and who you select to trust with the information that's going on in your personal life and your professional goals and all the things, because some of these people do not want the best for you. They're not rooting for you. And even though it may seem that way because they're constantly asking you questions about your life, they're just nosy and they're just trying to get information to use against you whenever they can. The moment that they get the chance to use anything that you've shared with them against you, they're going to do it. And unfortunately, you might have to find out the hard way. But again, I'm not saying this is everybody in the workplace. I'm not saying this is all your coworker friends. This is just some of those people that are disguising themselves as somebody that's trustworthy and that has someone that wants to be your friend, when in reality, they're not in your corner.
Guys, let me tell you, when I tell you coworkers are the most unhinged, I've done a video on my channel, you can look it up. It's called what the most unhinged thing you've ever done to your coworker. The meanest things, people have said the meanest things that you cannot even imagine. Yeah, check it down below. Check it down below on the comment section. It's linked below, or on my page, on my YouTube page. Let me tell you, do not divulge your personal information to any coworker. I'm sorry, I would never do that. And then don't tell them your insecurities. Don't tell them I don't like coffee, I don't like Starbucks. They'll buy Starbucks every day to prove you, to like make you feel bad. If you say that I don't like the smell of something, they come with that something every day to piss you off. Shut your mouth, okay? Shut your mouth. Thank you very much.
Your coworkers are not your friends. Maybe one or two are real. But what about the rest? They would sell you out faster than they clock in. You think they care about you? No, they care about themselves and their image and make it out of this mess with their hands clean. They will smile in your face and gossip behind your back. They will nod at you in meetings and then take credit for your work. Stop trusting people who wouldn't even pick you up if you were lying in the street. At work, it's survival. And survival means knowing who to keep close and who to keep away from.
Woo! Wow, you have had it. And I agree. I'm sorry, but I agree. My friends are back home. Here we are here to work. My friends are back home. That's it. That no. I'll be working with that mentality. I know there's some good friends, some good people. I've never made a friend, a co-worker at a friend that I talked to up to now. When I leave that job, that's done. Literally, that's it. So we were just friends for the time being. Yeah, maybe somebody to eat lunch with, somebody to hang out with during the breaks, but that's it. Mm-mm. Yeah, imagine they could not, actually, they wouldn't even pick you up in the streets. Hey, those are not your friends. These people are not your friends. Mm.
Never ever, and I repeat, never share any personal details about you to any coworker. You do not know what their motives are at the end of the day for them asking this information from you. These people are not your friends. It's like a forced environment with people, right? They're not friends that you're actively choosing. Yeah, you happen to be in the same environment, but you just don't know where these people's heads are at when you are sharing information about yourself, or if they're asking information. You just kind of want to be a little wary, a little careful about what you give away. You just don't know if these types of people are looking for something to use against you in the future. If they're using that as like some way, like, oh, you know, maybe that's why she's messing up at work, because she's going through this at work, right? And therefore they'll tell management. You just don't know what they have against you. Be very vague when you share anything. There's people that are looking for your downfall in a coworker situation. And I'm not saying for everything, okay? But just to keep yourself just safe from any possible bad situation, keep everything on lock. Like, do not tell anybody anything about you. Do your job, get in, get out. That's it. Want to be friends with your coworkers? I get that, but just keep it very superficial. You don't need to let them know anything right away. Just because you don't know what people's motivations are and their intentions are, and you just don't know if they have evil eye for you, they want you out of the company and they're pretending to be your friend. Don't trust people so easily in a coworker situation. You just don't know who they are at the end of the day. Make sure that you're tracking and documenting everything that you're doing, because some of these people will say that you didn't do something, report that to management, and who knows, maybe they've been there for a long time and they take their word over yours. So always document everything. Don't share anything with a coworker. You will just protect yourself at the end of the day, and that's all you need to worry about.
You do not know people's motives, okay? You do not know people's motives. This is Rant with Ashley. I love her page. I follow her. Yeah, you do not know people's motives. Yeah, oh my God, I have such a rough night. My baby was crying all night. Yeah, that's why she doesn't do her job, because she doesn't sleep. Just look at her work. She does bad work because she doesn't sleep at home. Her husband is always disturbing her. Her kids don't sleep. That's why she doesn't produce at work. She's not meeting her KPIs. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Clock in, work, and clock out. Go hang out with your real friends in real life back at home. There's no two ways about this. I'm sorry, you cannot convince me otherwise. I know there are some. I'll find those. I'll find the exceptions to the rule and do a video about them. I definitely will do that. Okay. Yeah, expect that video coming soon. But very few and far in between.
Your coworkers are not your friends. I have learned this lesson many, many, many times in my days. I don't care how cool they seem at the beginning. I don't care how inviting they are. I don't care how much of the business, their business, that they choose to tell you. You don't do the same thing. The baby was crying, so she will be a part of this video now. The easiest way to get caught up in some bullshit at work is to become close and personal friends with your coworker. I'm gonna step it up a notch too and say this: becoming friends with your manager. Now, I will say this: every blue moon you will get lucky. I have been blessed with 2 women in my life that are still my friends to this day that were my managers. That is Dee and that is Stephanie. I love the both of you guys so much. Outside of them, horrible experiences with friendships at work and managers at work. You get to being way too close to your coworker or your manager, and it is almost guaranteed that you're going to end up quitting, you're going to end up getting fired, or they might end up getting fired. Because I never told you guys this story, and I'm not going to go in too deep, but I will say it started off like, oh my God, she's going to be like the mom of this job. She is amazing. She's great. She's calling me in her office. We are talking. And then things went left real quick. Biggest mistake I made with that manager is that I did not put boundaries up at the beginning. I let it all flow. I let her say and do whatever. I thought it was cool. I thought I could say this. I thought she could say that. I just let everything go. She called me after work hours. I didn't put a hold to it. I didn't stop that. When I finally got tired and irritated with certain things, everything hit the fan, and it was bad. It was bad. Let's just say workplace retaliation is a real thing. Do not get it twisted. So the next time you start a job, I want you to be mindful of the boundaries that you have before you start getting real close with your coworker or your manager. Because I'm telling you, it can end so bad for you, especially female to female. Don't do it.
Angelique, you have heard it from Angelique. What do you think about what she has said? Tell me down below in the comment section. Let's discuss and debate. After all I've read, okay, based on personal experience, I cannot say much based on personal experience, because most of my because when I was working, I tend to maybe talk to one, maybe befriend one person or not. I'm kind of I can do my own thing or be a friends person during when we are working, our co-worker, that is. Tread very, very lightly. You're working on a thin line with co-workers. They could turn on you like this at any moment.
Guys, your coworkers are not your friends. Unless they work in a completely different department, they are not your friends, and they will 100% judge you if you are too open and honest about your life. I have made so many friends through work, but I became friends with them after I left that job. That's a big difference.
All right, so you can be friends after, yeah, that's a real friendship now after the job. Like when you're meeting out there, not every day we are meeting at work and then we're hanging out after work. Yeah, that could work. I think making friends after the job could be a good point. That could work. Yeah, I agree with that one. I haven't made such friends after working. Maybe somebody that with an acquaintance. We talk here and there, but not really friends. I definitely see how that could work. And when you are working in different departments would give your friendship a better chance, rather than the same department and on the same level. Somebody will always be trying to compete with you to get further from you. There'll always be competition to try and get further than you. No.
You are at that job to collect a check and to build potential relationships for your career moving forward. You are not there to make friends. You might find you a good homegirl that you could sit and have lunch with. You might find you somebody cool. They might be cool enough to hit the bars up with. You know, nobody at the job is cool enough to know your personal business, things having to do with your marriage, things that you're going through with your children. They should not know you like that. They should not know where you stay. Only person that needs to know where you live is HR. They should not be up in your home. They should never see you intoxicated. Hello. Company Christmas party, baby, that's a spy job. They're on an operation because they know when the liquor get to flowing, the lips get to going. Okay? And they listening. They listening for points and keys and things that they can use later. And if they're ever under the impression that you don't need the job, be prepared to lose the job. 100%. Jobs thrive on corporate. Yeah. Unfortunately, if you're not willing to yourself out for the job, you don't have a long life there. They want people that are financially desperate. They want people that are literally work is life. And if that's not you, don't prepare for it to have any sort of longevity. No, 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 no. It's never shocking to me that when it comes time for somebody to be on the chopping block, if it's between you and another person, they're going to choose the one that's more desperate for the job. If they know that you're not desperate for the job, they're going to make sure the other person stays and you go. 100%. If they're the type of company that They want people there butts in seats. They want to monitor you. They want to see you every day. They want to make sure you don't have no emergencies. Screw your kids, screw your family, screw your health. They want you there sick, damn near dead, different, right? And if you want a type of person, people that takes days off, and the whole culture of the building, they don't take days, be prepared to lose their job.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I don't want to be biased and say that all coworkers are bad people, because not all are bad. Some really mean well. Some really see a potential in that friendship that both of you have. But majority, I can assure you, majority, people will connive, will manipulate, will deceive and scam, pretend. Ah, I, I'm a skeptical. I'm a skeptical when it comes to this topic. I'm really a skeptic. No, 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 no. Oh my God, it's not for me. But if it's for you, good for you.
Your coworkers are not your friends. You need to think very hard on what you want to share with your coworkers, because if anything was to happen and it was just you and them, they will throw you under the bus. I don't care how close you think you are to a coworker that you want to call them your best friend or whatever, but if push comes to shove, they will throw you under the bus. So you should never consider your coworkers your best friends, and you should always limit the amount of information that you share with them. So if you don't know how to separate your work life and your life, you are in for a big disappointment.
She looks like she works in the nursing world, right? Like the healthcare system. And she seems really disappointed. Like, they can really disappoint you. That's the point. They I had a coworker saying, no, I've seen comments from a coworker saying she was pretending that everything in her life was nice and jolly and lolly. And then the people that the friend was complaining, oh my God, my family did this, my husband is this. And then she was like, I can't relate. And the whole time she's lying about her life. The whole time she's lying about her life. And now she's saying that she cannot relate. Trust them. Warning, 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 warning. Proceed with caution. Proceed with caution when it comes to co-workers. They will ban you and you'll regret it. Have you ever been banned by one? Tell us in the comment section. Have you ever been banned by a co-worker that you had trusted? Yeah, tell us in the comment section. Because no, I'm a skeptic. I can't. Okay, let's watch this video.
Don't ever trust nobody at your job. Them people at your job is not your friend. Y'all just co-workers. You got to keep it at that type of relationship, because people be trying to get information on you. They trying to find out your life, and a lot of them people, they be jealous. Like, definitely if you got something going on outside of work and work is all they got going, they be hating on you about that. So don't tell them about anything good that's happening in your life, that you finna hit the lotto, that you finna find another job, that you finna, better yourself, you finna start doing another career or going to school for this. Because, boy, they gonna sabotage you. They gonna sabotage you. Some people, they be mad because they ain't got the thrive or the fight to be able to try to do something better in their life, and they know that this is the end goal for them. So when you go to talk about positive stuff that's going to, get you to the next level, get you up out of this job, they don't like that. Sometimes they want to get you up out of the job before you even get to that goal. Because they like, yeah, now what you going to do now? Now you stranded. And the main ones to watch out for is the ones that was a regular employee like you, and then they get promoted. They change. Really, they was already changed, because them be the brown noses. They be the ones that be kissing ass. They be just kissing ass. And then once they get promoted and they get that little power, boy, they be trying to take advantage of it. They be trying to take advantage of it. The whole time, they'll be trying to, act like they cool with you, but behind your back, they throwing salt all on your name, trying to get you fired, trying to get you rolled up and all that there. So be careful. Just come in here, make your money, take your ass home. These people is not your friends. They not your friends. A lot of, like I say, a lot of them, they be jealous of you. Definitely, if you got something else going on outside of the job. Some people, this is their whole life. That's why you'll have the people that been at the job 20, 30 years, and they just be stuck in their ways. And most of them don't get promoted. They just be a follow the leader type person. And if you ain't coming in there with that same mentality, they don't like that. They hate a strong mind. They hate a strong mind. So like I say, don't trust nobody at your job. They not your friends. They not your friends.
You have heard it from him. Be careful. Be careful. Caution, 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 caution. You better be safe than sorry. These are people that you'll see every single day. I prefer to just be cordial and not divulge any of my personal information. And also, I will not ask any of your personal information. I'm that kind of person. Don't ask me, I won't ask you. Great. Because tell me why you'll be going to work every single day upset. Yeah, because you trusted the wrong people. You'd rather just save yourself from all that heartache and just go do your job, clock in and clock out. Yeah, no, 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 no. I'm a big skeptic. I don't know if I've ever, if I can change my mind. This will be so hard to change my mind on because I'm 30 years old and I've not had a friend that I made from work. How many friends do you have that you've made from working with them? Tell me down below. How many friends have you made just from working with them? I wanna know. I wanna know. Okay, let's continue.
My friend told me the other day that someone at work asked her to hang out outside of work, and she was like, "Let's be friends." Jaw to the floor. I will die on this hill. Coworkers are never your friends. And I say that with love and respect. If you're a coworker of mine, like, I respect you, and that's why I won't be friends with you. The only time that it's okay to be friends with a coworker, like genuinely be hanging out outside of work, just the two of you grabbing dinner, whatever, and you're not trying to date, is if one of you doesn't work there anymore. Literally, one of you has to not work there in order for, once you stop working there or the other person does, go ahead, they'll be your best friend, travel the world together, who cares? But at work, business is business. And there are so many situations and so many examples that I can bring up. I feel like people are going to get so butthurt, like, oh, this isn't true. Like, I love my best friend. Yeah, because your best friend is an op, okay? Any situation that this person has to throw you under the bus, to accept a promotion instead of you, to blame something on you, to let slip something about you, some personal information, some gossip, some reason why you weren't at the appointment that you said you were, all of that is danger to your salary. And this best friend of yours from work will choose their paycheck over you every single time, 10 out of 10 times. So that's really how I see it, and I will die on this hill. I go so far as blocking coworkers from my story. Like, I don't even want people seeing what I'm up to. And if you don't have friends besides your coworkers, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I guess it's hard to make friends sometimes, but I also kind of want to say try harder and go to outside groups, go to pickleball, go to tennis, go on Facebook, go on, meetups. Like, anyway, I don't need to tell you how to make friends, but that is sad if your coworkers are your really good friends. And it's okay if you go out to dinner, like a big group together, or you guys have a work event. It's fine. And you should be nice to your coworkers and chit chat with them and here and there. But a friend is a very specific term, so specific to the fact that I'm realizing as I'm getting older that I only have like 5 friends. Everybody else is an acquaintance or a mutual. And I like it that way because ever since all of the shitty people started leaving my life, all I've had is more and more peace. So this is your friendly reminder to not be friends with your coworkers. That is dangerous, that is silly, and it irks my skin when I hear people, "Oh, I went to dinner with my boss. Oh, we're grabbing this." Like, it's honestly, it's embarrassing. Like, it makes me feel embarrassed for you. Get friends outside of work and keep work professional. It's where you get paid. Keep it just as work.
What are your thoughts? The friend shocked her. She's Lubaka Planskaya. Lubaka Planskaya. Okay. Her friend shocked her. What would you think? What would you do in that situation? If your friend came to you and told you that, what would you do in that situation? I know most of this video seems a bit biased from my part, which is completely true. And I have recruited a team of people that are biased with me to do this video. As you can see, all these people, we are of the same opinion. But you know what? I'll find people that have trusted co-workers. Yeah, I'll do my research and find people that have trusted their co-workers, and let's see what their experience was. Contrary to my opinion, I'll do that. That would shock me, but I know they are there. They are few and wide in between. They are few and wide, but I'll definitely find them. I will find them and I will do that video. I definitely will.
You know what I noticed? That coworkers hate when you come to work, you clock in, do your job, and clock out. They be like, what you did over the weekend? Like, what did you do when you clocked out of work on Friday all the way to Sunday? Like, let me know what you did this weekend. They act like they really care, right? And they really your friend, right? And as soon as you turn your back, here they go telling the whole job about your whole weekend and all your personal business that you done told they ass. Separate personal and business. Like, you go to work to get your money on and go home, not to go to work and make friends, because your
Is it just me or men love doing videos in their cars? Anyway, both of the men that we have covered here are shooting in their cars. But anyway, if you see them this passionate about this issue, just know it's, yeah, it's something. It's something. It's a topic that needs a bit more exploration, or a topic that should be covered on person to person basis, not grouping all co-workers in one box. As some have found great friendships with coworkers. I don't know them, but maybe they're out there. Or if that's you, you can tell me down below if you found and maintain a great friendship with a coworker. That's amazing. I would love to know. But as for me, I have not seen my husband hanging out with coworkers outside of work. They are friends when they're working and not friends when he's home. So I don't know. But you can tell me if you're of a different opinion. Let me know. It's a free space. Let's interact and let's discuss. And thank you so much for watching this video up until this point. And if you've gotten up to here, why would you not subscribe and support me? If you have loved this video, why not? I want to keep pushing. Help me to keep pushing to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll be very grateful to you and to all of you for watching. If you're watching, liking, commenting, thank you so much. And if you're a coworker that was ever done bad by another coworkers, if they did you dirty, let me know. Let me know down below. Let's talk it out and see. Let's discuss it. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Oof, this was a nice video because I agree with all these opinions. So yeah, this video was nice to me. Was it nice to you? Thank you for watching. I'll definitely catch you on my next video tomorrow. Bye.